Hey guys, I know we're a bit excited. It's alright. We should all let go of small trivialities of ourselves. Anyway, I know it's a bit scattered energy today. It's the first video of hundred thousands of videos to come, right? Uh, I'm currently split in the moment. On one hand, I'm at my video one. On the other hand, I'm at the top of the pinnacle where I'm the media king. Sounds strange, sounds delusional, sounds arrogant, a bit too confident. Believe me, it takes a lot of courage, cut, and inner confidence to be able to say that to entire world. Anyway, enough of myself. Let's talk of ourselves. Ever, ever felt as if you wanted to start something and you love something, you want to start something, you know that it's gonna help others as well, and in the process, it's gonna earn you tons of money. But you are scared. Why you are scared? Not because what others will say, but because maybe you will get so big that your so-called humility will come under threat. Then, as soon as you start thinking big of something, as soon as you start having dreams, having visions, having those visualizations where you are at the top of whatever you want to be, your inner self, your smaller self starts saying that don't deserve this. Why don't you deserve this, man? Everyone deserves it. Why don't you deserve this? If you love someone and you want that person to have everything in the world, right? And on the other hand, we listen this all the time, we hear this all the time that one must love ourselves first. Then why can't that person be you who deserves to have everything? And when I say this, you, that is me. I'm speaking to myself through you guys, of course. I sometimes back, few days back, got this insight as to what I really want to do, and that is going to help others as well. And deep down, I know that it's going to help me earn lots of money. But as soon that point popped up, my mind, my heart, not my heart, my mind, my calculative mind, my analytical mind was like, perhaps you don't deserve this. Why don't you deserve this? Maybe a bit of, maybe a bit of unconscious conditioning from your childhood in the house you were brought up to. Maybe the conditions were such that money became somehow a thing where you started resenting it, and now you're like, okay, let others have it, but you should never have it. Why? Because mm, no, not because you don't deserve it, but because you should, you should, you should not have it. It's perhaps not the best of things to have it, and that is one thing. On the other hand, I'm anyway working for money, right? Every month, I am concerned about money. I always think of getting better opportunities in terms of job. So I am thinking of money, but then I'm not thinking of big money. Why? Because I don't deserve this. But at the same time, I'm always striving for getting big money. And both these tricks are played by who? My mind. Whereas my heart says if your intention is right and if you do what you want to do, and in the process, of course, you're gonna get a shit ton of money, then you are going to use that money. You will put that money in the right place, right? You are going to use that money to bring positivity even more in this world, isn't it? Then why should not you have it? It was never, wow, man. It was never about the creativity. It was never about lack of confidence or waiting for the right moment. No, heart always knew this is the right moment, and heart always knew that there is no such thing as right moment. It was always the mind who said that, listen, if you start doing this, you are going to get extremely big, you are going to get extremely rich, wealthy, and you don't deserve this. Again, perhaps not deserve this. It's that you should not have it because the money somehow is bad, and you are a good person. And not having money makes you even good person, although you keep running after money all the time, right? Today is the day. Today let me blabber it completely. I don't care. My mind is still, it's like now let's just stop the video. No, this is going, this is my first video. This is going places. I know. My heart knows. My heart knew this all the while. Whereas my mind was like, no, don't do this because money is bad. And the good thing is, the funny thing is, my mind also knew that if I start doing this, I'm gonna get paid. Anyone who starts doing what he wants to do, right? He's gonna get paid. And mind knows this all along. But he does not say that outrightly. What he does that, he says that you don't deserve this. Or no. He don't even say that. He says that you're not right. But what he's actually saying is you don't deserve this big money because money is bad. And guys, this is not my problem. This is our problem. This is India's problem. Poverty is so much glorified because of our past that whenever a person from our family gets educated nicely, goes to abroad and earns nicely, or even in India starts earning nicely, we are like we somehow start resenting them. Although financially we are dependent on them unconsciously. We may not ask them money daily or monthly or even yearly, but we know that if something happens, some crisis happens, he's always there to help. Why? Because these are relative. But deep down we are resenting them and we don't even know them. Why? And we don't resent them, guys. We resent money. We resent the fact that we can be rich. Our mind cannot see the fact that money and virtue, whatever the definition of virtue is, right? Money and virtue, money and goodness, money and positive intention can go hand in hand. Because the examples in front of us have been such, perhaps, or we have unconsciously fed our mind with that sort of diet that the ones who have it, they have been crooked people, right? They have been crooks and they have got their money by hook. And all right, let make the case look, but why do you fixate on the outlier? Outliers are everywhere. Even in cricket, there is match fixing, right? In 90s, there were match fixers. But that did not stop India watching cricket, right? India is, and cricket is huge. Cricket is only there. There is nothing else in terms of money, in terms of engagement, right? Money is engagement, engagement is money. I know, there has, the message must have been something else entirely for the first video as to how I am gonna unfold my creativity, how the channel is gonna look like, what's the so-called vision, so on and so forth. But everything kept aside, we are talking of money because money was the hindrance, not the lack of it. Again, that's a very interesting fact. Yeah, it was never the lack of it. It was always the abundance of it. I don't remember that lady, that probably lady who said this. We are not. We are not fearful of our of our shortcomings. We are always fearful of how big we are. We know how big we are. How big can we be? And quantum mechanics says, in some dimension right now, you are that bigger person, that biggest person you can idolize of. You are that in that moment, in this moment right now, in some other dimension. Right? So that lady, don't remember the name, says you are fearful of the person that you could become. Right? Your mind knows you cannot go smaller, you cannot shrink anymore. You can only go big. And maybe there is the limit to going small, but there is no limit of going how big you can be. And I think thinking about the primary message for my first video, this could have been. When there's nothing else that could have been better than this message. All this scattered energy, all the apprehensions, all the what should I say? All the fear and doubt as to what you guys are gonna say about me, about my first video. It's all right. It's all right. Where I am at right now, the quantum mechanics that I just mentioned, right? Parallel universe thing. On one hand, I'll be making my first video, all jittery and everything, right? My mind shaking. My mind, by the way, still cannot fathom what I'm just done with him. He's like, really, really, bro, really, bro. Anyway, on one hand, I am here making my first video, all jittery and everything. On the other hand, I see myself here. I see myself, which is not in future somewhere, guys. Not down 5 years, not down 15 years. Right now, in another dimension, rich, content, happy, spreading positivity, spreading. I won't say motivation. Motivation is short-lived. Inspiring others, right? Helping others. So I see both versions, this version and that version, right now here. And yeah, you can say that shift. That by the way, I'm getting all ground up, ground down. Right? I was all jittery, everything. I just woke up, had a nice, relaxing dream, and finally I'm making this. I was all like, first I will buy this, first I will buy mic, first I will buy a camera holder, first I will have a nice background, first I will have this and that, first I will have nice clothes, man, first I will have nice body. See, this is my clothes. This is what I'm wearing. I have just phone beside me. I have some nice beautiful books beside me, and this is it. And this our first video is out. I had this thing. I had this thing within me that how much time I give to myself to get ready. Whenever the first video is gonna be out, no, it's gonna come across so cringy, cringy as in entirely unprepared, and that is going to be your first uh, best video of yourself, first best video of yourself. No, I know. Down the line, after 1 year, after 2 year, after 3 years, after 1 year, after 2 year, after 3 years, I will have videos that will be much more visually engaging. But believe me, friends, when I say this, the soul that I feel, the soul that I feel in this video. And by the way, my eyes are getting a bit wet as well, because it takes a lot of courage, and I'll find everything when I go out. I may walk like this. I may speak in a um, I may speak in a deep voice and everything. I may have a nice beard and everything, right? But deep down, I know this is the only courage. This is the only place where courage matters against yourself, against your petty mind. And by the way, mind is not your enemy. Mind is simply repeating what it has been fed, right? Mind is simply repeating it has been fed. So it is your duty to feed it something more beautiful, no? More inviting, so that mind can also have better things to tap into, right? And I feel whatever I wanted to say in a haste that I have said. I know I have been grammatically wrong. My voice modulations have been like this, but I still believe this is the perfect video I could have, man. I cannot feel this. All this apprehension, what people will say. I don't have proper gadgets. I don't have proper clothes, proper body, proper surrounding, and everything. Man, that was my mind playing trick. My mind always knew these are secondary. What is primary is this. It knew that if I start, it is only going to get bigger. What else can it get, right? It cannot get smaller. It cannot shrink anymore. How shrink can it be? It can only get better, no? And to that, there is no limit. And mind knows that. And anyway, enough of my mind, enough of me. Guys, I urge you, I pray, whatever it is you wanna build now, whatever it is you wanna build. By the way, I know that inspiration has to come from within, but at the same time, last day in my office, I work in a night shift. Last night in my office, something happened and some very insignificant moment, and that insight came to me that all we people know, we draw inspiration, we draw motivation, we draw courage from each other, knowingly or unknowingly. We all are young people, we all are stupid people, we all are lost people, man. And yet we have dreams, we have so many things to do, we have energy, and somehow we at times we when at the moments we must be able to muster courage, we just fall short, and it is people around us. By the way, I am the one who hates people. Yeah, let me tell you that. I am in my closeted mind right now. Sorry, not right now, always. And my mind always analyzes. He's like, oh, this person, no. That person, okay, no. That person, not at all, right? And in the process, the mind finding shortcomings of everyone made me a bundle of shortcomings. That's a beautiful insight to have. Anyway, so we always consciously, subconsciously draw inspiration and courage from each other, guys, especially young people like us. So let this serve as a factor of courage for you guys, and whatever it is you want to build, whatever small project you want to start, whatever it is now, you will have to start someday, and believe me, whenever it when that day one, no, it's gonna be extremely messy, just like it is for me, and that is going to be beautiful, by the way. I know this. Why? Because maybe I don't find this beautiful right now, but someone will. If 1,000 people watch this video, 1% will. If a million people watch this video, 100 people will. 1,000 people will. Right? Out of a million, what is 1,000? It is 0.1%, right? If my math is not betraying me in this moment. And myself as well. If I am not finding this beautiful in the moment, down the line, I will be most proud of this video. And this I know in the moment. And enough of my all over the place English, enough of my all over the place jittery energy. I think I'll keep this a rest. But before going, guys, life is one. I'm not gonna try sounding philosophical or smart or anything, because I'm not. I used to think that I'm smart, I'm philosophical, and that thought held me captive for so many years. That thought made me overanalyze people, judge people, and in the process made myself captive of my own mind. I'm not trying to go that way, that path, and give you philosophical messages. Still, guys, you we all have one life, and just do whatever you want to do. I know, we all are stuck in jobs that we may not be extremely proud of. Same case with me. But then you will have to take that initiative. And by the way, let's not hate our jobs, man. That pays our bills. That keeps our bellies full, no. So let's not hate our jobs. I rather use that beautiful opportunity to step on this and grow even more, no? To the life that we always want to create. And this is the best time. This is the best time in the times of internet. By the way, Naval Ravikant, US tech entrepreneur, in his podcast with Joe Rogan once mentioned that so right now there are, let's say, 8 billion consumers on this planet, right? Everyone is a consumer. He envisions of a time where we will have 8 billion creators. Creators as in, if I'm interested in science, if I am doing my PhD, whatever knowledge I have, I start sharing that knowledge online. I'm not saying that I will have a media empire, right, by sharing my science knowledge. But out of 8 billion people, out of 800 crores people, making 800 people, maybe 1,000 people will be interested to know what a PhD holder has to say about that topic, right? And to build a successful business, you only need 100, 1,000, 1,000. Clients. I know client is a bad word, but I'm gonna use that term in pure business context. To build a successful business, you only need 1,000 people. And by the way, guys, it's so stupid that now we are living in this digital age where million is the shortest currency we know of, right? That 1,000 seems too less. Just imagine having a small shop at a local at your street, and daily 1,000 people come to your store. Just imagine the revenue, not the profit. Depending upon whatever product you are selling, is 1,000 less? Not at all, man. So if that 1,000 people come to you, why digital mode? What's the problem? Why do we always have to? Why do we always have to keep millions in our mind? Until I have million views, million followers, subscribers. Followers is very bad word, right? And million billion watch time. I'm not successful. Why not? Why not? Right. Coming back to Naval Ravikant of his vision of 8 billion creators. Whatever knowledge you have, no, you are interested in. You are knowledgeable in science. You like carpentry. That truck driver uncle who got extremely famous riding his truck, and he loved cooking, so he cooked and he simply shared. He never thought, right? Because had the thought that I will have million subscribers, he will never have started. No, I am making this video so that even if one person gives a like to this video, no, I am not asking for like, by the way. Even if one person feels something, gives a like, and writes something beautiful and nice, to me that is 1 million. I don't care about anything else, guys. So share whatever you feel like, whatever you are good in, just share. Don't think who is going to watch it. Don't think whether it's going to be useful to others. If it is somehow useful to you, if you like reading books, guys, and if it enriches you from within, why don't you think at least one person in this big planet will be benefited by it? And if one person is benefited, one is too many, guys. One is too many. You just need to start with one. Loving the peace, loving the quiet, not the outside quiet. There's construction going on, there's a lot of noise outside, and I love that as well. But right now, after having blabbering so much, my mind is not good. And by the way, I was trying to shoot this entire thing. I was thinking of topics, I was thinking of gadgets, clothes, surroundings, everything. And my mind was like, yeah, we will do this, we will do that. But my mind was constantly chattering. And finally, after having blabbering everything, oh my, this feels like meditation. This feels like orgasm, man. After having built up that tension, no, and now after having released everything, and I feel so nice. I love it, guys. Ah, guys, got a very important insight, not my own, but from within again. Creativity, basically expressing whatever you have within. No, expressing that is the highest form of nutrition that you can. That's highest form of self nutrition. So whatever you have within yourself, you will have to start pouring out this. Whatever you have within now, you will have to start pouring out. Then only you will have a space within to receive even more. That again, eventually you will be pouring out even more, and that cycle continues. But that is secondary. Main thing is that will nourish you. That will nourish you. Expression, creativity. I'm not even gonna call this creativity. This is blabbering. By the way, this is creativity. To that one person who's gonna like my video, to him it's gonna be creativity, and that's enough for me. So creativity expression is the highest form of self-nourishment. Reading books, going to gym, eating nice, having a nice lifestyle. Those are very beautiful things, noble things, and that make your life rich. But taking again, taking healthy things very nice. But eventually, guys, eventually you will have to at some point let things out of yourself, and mind does not want that. Not because it is evil or something, it's just scared. Mind is scared, not you are scared. And now, after having blabbered everything, now our mind is calm, peaceful. Now it's not saying a word, it's rather looking at me like, what have you done? You know, I feel amazing here. I feel amazing. I love this. Uh, we'll keep meeting. We'll keep meeting. And through each of this video, I will be on lookout for that one person who feels something after hearing this, who writes something nice after hearing this. And that one person, that one life is going to mean a million for me. And that is enough. I'm not seeking billion views. I'm seeking that one person. And again, something came. That one person eventually down the line, I'm gonna realize that that person that I'm looking for, outward, that person is actually me looking for myself. That validation I'm looking from outside, right? That validation is actually I'm seeking from you. But that is just insight that have come from the future me, right? To this present inexperienced me. And insights are beautiful, but insights are momentary. And again, I'm gonna for a while chase numbers and everything, but eventually I believe that person who I'm looking for the validation, that person is me. That with that rather intellectual and intelligent sounding insight, I will end this. Looking for that one person.